Hey Gemini, how are you? Welcome back. If you've been here before and if you haven't, welcome. Welcome to your November messages. I'm so sorry that I'm bringing your channeled messages to you a few days into the month. The reason being the spiritual parlor store got very busy for me towards the end of October and I had to focus on getting all the orders out. So I hope you can forgive me for being a few days late technically. Okay, so in terms of astrology for you guys this month, the update is we're going to have a full moon in Gemini this month, which is brilliant. Gemini is such a brilliant sign to have a moon in because it's a very sociable sign, a very intellectual sign, a very mind and mentally stimulative sign as well. So it's good for me as a fellow air sign, as an Aquarius and Libra, and generally good for all of us. So earmark the week of the 23rd to 24th, depending where you are in the world, and the time difference the full moon will fall on. And obviously the full moon energy will last for at least 7 or 8 days. That could be a key week for you, Gemini, so keep that in mind. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, and if you bought anything from the Spiritual Parlor store, had a reading, however you've interacted with me, be it just a comment or a like, thank you so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. The last thing to say is I'm still taking the pre-orders for the personal astrology ebooks, which are, interpreted by me as an astrologer. They're not computer-generated charts. So for 2019, you'll get a personal horoscope for every month. You'll know when all the full and new moons are, what stars, signs they fall in, and what your key planet is doing. Mercury, your key planet, what it's doing, where is it going. Sorry, I can't speak today. Getting my words jumbled up. We are about to enter into a Mercury retrograde period around the 16th as well. So your ruling planet Mercury will be traveling backwards through the zodiac, and he will retrograde in, I believe it's Taurus. So key information for you, Gemini. The ebooks are on sale now, $29, 25 euros or about £23, only up until Christmas Eve. Okay, if you want to pre-order. After Christmas Eve, they are going to go back up to about $49. There's a 10% discount code below as well. The link is down below, so all the information you need to know, just check the box below. So let's get into it. Let's see what Gemini needs to know. Oh, first card that's jumped out, we've got the Tower. Significant changes, tearing down the old, making way for the new is the energy of the Tower. Okay, Spirit, there's a message for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. What else has just fallen out? Victory. And you know what's so funny, Gemini? When I shuffled these cards, I always, in between the readings, I always give them a shuffle. And I always say, send me the messages for the next sun sign, send me the messages. So I was saying, send me the messages for Gemini, and Victory fell out. And it's fallen out again here on camera for you with the Tower. So it could be that if there's been any significant changes in your life, or you're going through any changes, eventually there'll be some kind of victory at the end of it. We'll see if it comes out in the main spread. Okay, Spirit, what is Gemini? Oh, you're getting a lot of flippers. Loss. Okay, so if there has been a loss, significant changes around any losses, there could be some victory. 5 of Pentacles, card of poverty. Okay, so first card will be Gemini as well. I'm not even getting through the whole shuffle. The Star. This is also the card for me, for Aquarius. So some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. If not, then this is just the general energy. It's a major arcana card of hope and faith. So I really feel like there's a message here coming through, Gemini, about if there's been any changes going on, that you will be victorious towards the end of it. Especially if you're having a Tower moment in your life, and to keep the hope and faith. But they just could be messages for a Gemini that needs to hear it. We'll see what comes out in the main spread. Ace of Swords was also the other way around as well. New beginnings, mental beginnings as well. This is your energy swords. Okay, first card will be Gemini's theme, patience. Second card will be the issue for Gemini. Third card will be the recent past. Fourth card will be the present. Moving forward, moving away from restriction. 6 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Moving forward, a journey, forward movement, restriction. I feel like you're moving away from it. Okay, fifth card will be the advice for Gemini, and the sixth card will be a potential outcome. If there's a message for Gemini, please let it be known. What does Gemini need to know for the month of November? Seven of Swords. Could have been around some kind of deceit, backstabbing, you know, unhealthy environment. Let's see what comes out. Whoops, that's way too many. And there's the victory card again. Okay. Let's see. Where's your main message? Feeling forward here, Gemini, so we're going to go from here. So your bottom of the deck message is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is about being resourceful. It's also a prosperity card, having enough around you. The Queen of Pentacles, out of all the queens, if you've watched before, I do like to call her my hustler, because she does know how to make money. She knows how to look after money. The kind of energy that will make sure that all the bills are paid, you know, that everything's done, you know, no stone is left unturned. Very, very resourceful energy. It doesn't matter whether you're a guy watching this, because this is a general reading, it's just more the energy. But it is about being prosperous and also very, very resourceful and having enough resources around you, especially any resources that you're in need of. Okay, let's see. The Hermit. Magician, lots of major arcana, Princess, the High Priestess, the Five of Pentacles is back out again, and so is the Victory card again. And we have a random card that's flipped over. We have the Chariot. Okay, so the energy of the Chariot is about strength and determination. It's also the card for Cancer, but taking the astrology away from it, it is about strength and determination, getting through things at all costs. Okay, so that is randomly flipped over. Okay, and the bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. So let's take a close look at this situation for you, Gemini. What's going on? Yeah, it feels very much to me, Gemini, like I think we had a reading like this a few months ago, or it could even have been last month. It wasn't very long back when I was saying that I was feeling that there was a lot of Geminis out there trying to manifest some kind of change in their life, because you have the Magician. The Magician is back here again. This particular message this month, it feels like you maybe whatever you've withdrawn from, you could have pulled yourself back from something. A situation, person, place or thing. You take what resonates with you. But the Hermit is the energy of withdrawing, stepping back. If you haven't done this already, then you might find that you will do this. You might withdraw from something. This is also the card for Virgo, so you could be dealing with a Virgo or an Earth sign. But whatever you've withdrawn from, it's now time to move forward. It's time to keep manifesting, Gemini, definitely with the Magician. The energy of the Magician is exactly that. It's manifestation. You know, if you look at the Magician card, he has all of the elements of the tarot on his table, which is, you know, all of the areas of life. The Cups for emotions, the Pentacles for finance or stability, the Wand, which is in his hand, creativity, passion, you know, and the Sword on the table, which is the mental or restriction or the challenges that we face. So when we see the Magician, it's very much a time of moving forward, and it's a perfect time for manifestation. And I also feel the energy of this card is about divine timing. So I feel as though it's time for you to keep moving forward with whatever it was or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, even if it has meant that you have withdrawn from something or you have to withdraw from something. Because I feel as though this stepping back but moving forward at the same time, stepping back from something in order to move yourself in a direction in another way, is going to be what's going to lead you to your victory. Yeah. So in the recent past, it looks as though some of you might have had to rely on your intuition with the High Priestess. High Priestess, the energy is exactly that. It's all about knowledge. It's a very passive energy of not being pushy, not having to seek out knowledge, just you already know the knowledge. What the High Priestess holds in her hand is a book of knowledge, or on her lap between two pillars. This energy is about having two options, or having options, but using your own intuition, your own knowledge to see which way you're going to go. So if you have been relying on your intuition, keep doing that, because in the present here we've got the wands, the Knight of Wands, which is action, movement. The Knights are all forward movement for me, movement that we need to take, or movement that's going to come towards us. The Knight of Wands is a particularly fast moving knight. Out of all of the knights, it's quick, and it's also related to, you know, creativity, our passions. So it could be that this is even a work or a job situation that you're having to move forward with, that you've possibly stepped back from, and you've decided, you know what, I'm going to go in another direction, and you've used your intuition in the recent past to base your decision. If it's not work, if this doesn't represent work or creativity or passions or that area of your life, whatever area it resonates with you, then take that as the message. But it's definitely time to move forward and keep moving forward. Now, the loss, it feels as though there has been a loss, or there may be a loss because you've had to part with something, withdraw from something else in order to go on in another direction or on another route. This loss, I don't feel as though this loss is going to be to your detriment, or this thing that may have fallen away. I feel as though it is ultimately going to lead you to a very victorious place. You've got the Five of Swords again, which fell out quite a few times for you, and it fell out off camera while I was, you know, trying to tap into your energy and thinking about what it is that you need to know as a sun sign. There is going to be victory around this loss. So if you are sitting there thinking, oh my God, I've had to back away from something, or something has backed away from me, because it could work the other way, you know, it doesn't have to be that you've backed away. Something could have backed away from you, a situation, person, place, or thing, and there might have been a bit of a loss. But around that loss, whatever it is that's fallen away, I feel as though there will be some kind of victory. Not even I feel, I know there will be some kind of victory, but you've got to keep moving forward. The Knight of Wands energy is what really is going to push you. You know, it's about that forward movement, that action, that planning, very quick moving, not in, you know, excuse me, dilly-dallying about what it is you're going to do, or even being regretful, which just come to me. So if anybody's sitting there feeling regretful over something, I don't really feel, Gemini, that this is a time for you to be regretful. As a sun sign, you are, you know, you're an air sign, just like me, so you're naturally mentally sharp. You know, you're able to rely on your intuition and your thoughts to move yourself forward. You're also probably one of the most sociable signs of the zodiac as well. So if it means that you've got to do a bit of networking, or you've got to find out some information to put yourself in another direction, or manifest whatever it is that you need to do, you naturally have that ability to do that as a Gemini, because that's what you bring. You know, that is what you bring. Ruled by Mercury, you know, the planet of communication, mental thoughts. So that is what you bring. So you're in a strong position anyway. You've got the full moon towards the end of the month as your personal power time. So it could be whatever this situation is, whatever the manifestation is that you need to do, whatever the forward movement is that you need to do based on anything that you felt intuitively that you need to do, could be a key time to focus in on that. Keep in mind that your ruling planet Mercury will retrograde. He will go backwards the middle of the month. So Mercury in retrograde can sometimes mess up communication for all of us, you know. Things like IT blips, technology failures, flight delays, transport delays, you know, just general delays in life. That is kind of what Mercury can sometimes bring when he's in retrograde. It's not all bad. You just have to know when it's coming and plan for it. So while your ruling planet goes into retrograde period, it could be that any important things that you need to do, you either do it before or after the retrograde. Ideally, maybe before, but keep in mind that your power time will be when the full moon comes up, around the 23rd. When your underlying energy is the Queen of Pentacles. You know, it is about being resourceful. It is about having everything that you need around you, or having the ability to get everything that you need around you. So if there is some kind of manifestation going on that does involve, you know, resources or gaining resources or even financial or whatever it is for you, Gemini, you take, you know, what way it resonates for you. With this underlying energy, you should be in a strong position to do it, because that's what the Queen of Pentacles is all about. I'm going to pull some more cards though, because I just want to take a look at this Five of Pentacles because of the position that it's in. You know, like this is where you've been. This is kind of potentially where you could be going, and victory is there. But we've got this Five of Pentacles, like the card of poverty, the card of loss, sat in between the action and the victory. So I feel like, because I can see and feel the parting or the withdrawal, something may have fallen away. And this could be to do with it, like that feeling of loss, that feeling of regret. But we'll see what comes up, whatever messages there are for you. Okay, what does Gemini need to know? Oh gosh, look at that. Three of Cups. A reason to celebrate. A reason to celebrate is just falling out for you. So the Three of Cups is exactly that. A reason to celebrate. Happy times, you know. A complete and utter contradiction, if you like, or different energy to the Five of Pentacles, loss. Because if you look at the card, it's about loss, being out in the cold, not having enough, something falling away. And your clarifier card, as I said, it felt very much to me like once this has fallen away, there will be some kind of victory here for you. And your clarifier card is a reason to celebrate, the Three of Cups, especially on an emotional level, with it being the Cup suit. Number 3 is a number of expansion as well. So I'm feeling like I'm being pushed to say, if this is a work situation where you've had to depart from a job, with the 3 for expansion and reason to celebrate, I feel like there could be a better job opportunity out there for you. With the expansion feeling, it could be that it's better paid or better hours or suited to you in some kind of way. I was just getting a download about work for some of you. If this is a relationship for some of you, it could be a reconciliation. It could be, with the Three of Cups, reason to celebrate, and matters of the heart as well. It could be that there's a reconciliation, you know. But whatever it is, Gemini, it feels as though whatever you're trying to manifest, or what direction you're trying to go in, and maybe stepping back from something, it could be with a Virgo or an earth sign, or, you know, it could be anybody, but that is the card for Virgo. Or certainly the energy of pulling back. If you've had to do that, ultimately, you know, if you rely on your intuition, there will be reasons to celebrate and there will be victory at the end. You've got the Ace of Pentacles as your underlying energy for that shuffle, and that is, you know, the new beginning. But with the Pentacles suit, this is like a long-term, stable and even financial new beginning or opportunity, with it being the Pentacles suit. And Pentacles representing, you know, wealth, what we own, stability, that area of life. But, you know, if this is a relationship, it could be that the relationship will become more stable, you know, with the Pentacles as the underlying energy. So yeah, I feel very much, Gemini, like this manifestation, this journey that you're on, or that some of you or someone as a Gemini has been on, if there's any pulling away, I don't feel like there's any reason to really worry. But I do feel as though your intuition, what you've been following, or if you haven't as yet been following, is going to be key, you know, because this is in the recent past and it's showing me the action in the present. So I feel as though, you know, whatever you've been feeling in the recent past intuitively is something that you need to take action on in the present, because obviously the past leads us to the present, you know. But where you're going, it feels good. There'll be victory. There'll be a nice outcome. Let's see. What does Gemini need to know about this victory? Queen of Cups. So that's emotional. Queen of Cups is a very emotional card. Or energy, I should say. It is linked to like the water signs. So Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer. But I'm not really getting a person. I'm getting more of an energy of how you feel. Emotional victory. 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, being in a strong position. 7 being the number of potential for success. 7 of Wands, you know, being in a strong position, being able to defend your position. So there could be that ultimately, once this situation, person, place or thing, whatever resonates, Gemini, passes, the victory for you is going to be on an emotional level for sure, and there will be a reason to celebrate. I'm going to pull you an angel card. Let's see what messages come up here. So what's the message for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising? There's a message for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. Spirit, please let it be known. Okay, that's too many. Okay, there's a message for Gemini. Okay, that one's just falling out for you. And you've got balance, work, rest and play. It's just falling out for you. The yellow rose. And it's balance, work, rest and play. It says it's important for you to have fun along with fulfilling your responsibilities. Let's pull you an affirmation. Wow. Well, we have two. It's too many. We're going to go with one clear message. What's the message, the affirmation for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know? What does Gemini need to know? There's a message for Gemini. Please let it be known. What does Gemini need to know? Okay, I feel like I'm being pushed to pull you a card. So I'm going to stop there. Sanctuary is what you've got. Okay, it's pushed to pull a card rather than let it fall. So your message is sanctuary, and it says, embrace the need for solitude. There we go. The withdrawal with the Hermit. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. Okay, so the Hermit is about that withdrawal, that stepping back. I spoke to you a little bit at the beginning about feeling as though maybe you stepped back or you've withdrawn from something, or something has withdrawn from you, because it could go the other way. You've got another message here about, you know, sanctuary, solitude, renewing yourself and thriving. And you've got a message here about balancing work, rest and play. So I feel like for some of you, this might be a message that some Geminis out there have been working very, very hard. Could be your brain's been working very, very hard on this situation, person, place or thing. Or it could be just that some of you need to know that if you have been working very, very hard, it's important to balance, okay? It's important to balance, have some fun, and also, you know, take the solitude, step back when you need to. So yeah, I think that's all I've got for you this month, Gemini. I mean, it feels overall really, really good. You've got three major arcana cards up here. So it looks as though in the past, or certainly this situation has required a lot of learning or a lot of different experiences, because these are not day-to-day energies like, you know, the Queens or the Knights or, you know, Five of Swords or whatever. These are cards that come up when we're at significant points in our life. So this Magician, this take action, the heart of the matter, this moving forward is a significant thing for you, and it's key. It's key, if not now, but in the near future, moving through November onwards, is key. And it's key that you're moving forward based on your intuition and you're taking the action. So I feel like I'm being pushed to say follow through with however you've been feeling, Gemini. Follow through, because your intuition is not going to steer you in the wrong place. Do follow through. So I wish, whoever this message is for, I wish you good luck, Gemini. I really, really do. I hope that everything turns out well and that your reason to celebrate your victory comes. It is going to come, because this card fell out more than once, off camera for you and on camera twice. And it's come up in the spread. So the victory is there. Yeah, that's the main message. The victory is there. Just, I feel as I'm being pushed to say, continue on the direction or the path that you are going on, even if you've had to separate or withdraw from something, you know, and you've experienced some kind of loss. There's going to be a reason to celebrate. Okay, so have a wonderful month of November. Remember, the 23rd is your full moon. I will be back doing a full moon in Gemini reading, so you get an extra reading this month. So we'll Scorpio, because we've got the new moon in Scorpio, so you two will get an extra reading. So I'll probably upload that about a week or so, or a few days before the 23rd. Thank you for your viewing. Thank you for everything. Great to see you all, and good luck, Gemini. I will see you in a few weeks. See you soon.